To women facing life-changing diseases, and to everyone they touch, Hologic is making a difference and an impact, helping to improve and save lives, one woman at a time.
I have a family history on both sides of my family of breast and ovarian cancer. My mom had two sisters that passed away. One was really young at 22, and the other was in her 60s. So that was always on my mind. When I was 35, I went to my doctor. I had talked with them earlier about wanting to screen early for breast cancer, just because of my family history and with my mom having stage 0 cancer. They were hesitant to do it, and so I fibbed a little bit and said that my mom was younger than she was when she got that diagnosis. And because it was before menopause, that's, I think, why they really agreed to let me screen at 35. My doctor allowed me to have my first mammogram at 35. I had to fight for that. That one came back fine. It was normal. 35, everything was okay. So around the time that I was due to have my next routine mammogram, I found a lump. Went to the doctors. She said, you know, it's probably just a cyst. You're really young. This is probably nothing, but I'll send you for a diagnostic mammogram and an ultrasound. And before I got to do the ultrasound, they asked me to come back in for more mammogram pictures. I was like, oh shit, this is not good. So the doctor came in and he told me right then that it was a 99% chance that this was cancer. I just was in shock. Like I couldn't die.
She said she'd found a lump and it was in fact cancer. I think I instantly started crying. Your brain goes to so many different places when your best friend from early childhood tells you they have cancer. Like you go to the worst case scenario to she's so young that she's gonna pull through this because you just don't get that sick when you're this young and you have little kids.
It's just really scary finding out that your spouse may be dying. You're crying in private, and then you come back and try to step up and be strong for your family. Best you can.
I'm not afraid of dying for myself. I'm afraid of leaving my children and my family. And they were little, they were 5 and 7 when I got diagnosed. I think at that point when you have a diagnosis of cancer, it changes everything. And then you realize how hard it is for the people that love you. My older one sort of protected my younger one through this whole process. My older one has had a harder time with it. When my hair started falling out, that was really hard.
When my mom didn't have any hair, me and my mom, we would do like these scarves around our heads with like a little twist right there.
And Maya would put them on, so my mom wasn't the only one that had them on.
She didn't take no for an answer, and thank God that she didn't. Because had she not had that mammogram at that point in time, we would have been on an entirely different journey.
I feel really lucky that I had the 3D mammogram accessible to me. I was able to be diagnosed quickly, and I was still early stage, and that really saved my life.
Lindsay is one of millions of women whose lives Hologic impacts every day. At every stage of the journey, our innovations test for cervical disease early, put an end to heavy periods, screen for osteoporosis, identify sexually transmitted infections, detect and treat breast cancer in time to make a difference. At Hologic, women are the heart and soul of our mission, our reason for being. We are committed to empowering women and those they love to live healthier lives everywhere, every day.